Hello, Taurus. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Now, this is going to be a very special tarot card reading, as this is what I'm calling a 4 seasons spread. We're starting off with the winter solstice, going into the spring equinox, summer solstice, and then the fall equinox. This is a 5-card spread, with the center card being the best season for Taurus for the year ahead. Keep in mind, Taurus, this is a general reading, so I'm picking up Taurus energy in general. Okay, so let's get started. First card here, winter solstice. We're kicking off the reading with December 21st, 2021. So what's going on for this winter season? And you have the 5 of Pentacles. Actually, Taurus, this is your card, your energy. So it's very amplified during the winter months. It's ruled by Mercury. So it's got to do with communication, maybe conversations, maybe some arguments that could be coming about. So number 5 energy of this card is very difficult energy, very challenging, shaking things up for you, Taurus. 5 of Pentacles is an indication of maybe your money, your finances will be lacking. So definitely, I would hang tight with your money. Don't spend your money during winter on anything but what is just, I'm going to call the basic necessities during this time frame, which has already started. So this could be repercussions from how much money you spend for the holiday season ending off the year of 2021. Now, the timeline that's associated with the 5 of Pentacles is actually April 21st through the 30th. So I'm picking up, that's how long it's going to take you to get back on track with your money, your finances. There's going to be something, or possibly what you spend for the holidays, that's going to set you back. Could be some circumstances or things going on in the world that's going to interrupt your financial security. So definitely, let's pull a clarifying card for the 5 of Pentacles. It's coming in strong because this is actually your card in energy, Taurus. The 4 of Pentacles, telling you to hang on to your money. Be very cautious. Save your money. The whole winter season is going to be where you need to be saving and stocking up, as the year 2022 could be quite turbulent, as there's so much going on with the planetary alignment in your sign, Taurus, for 2022. So this is kind of, just keeps wanting to turn. This is kind of holding on tight to what you have. Protect your money, your job, your resources, your home. 4 of Pentacles here is actually Capricorn's card in energy. So it's about being extremely practical, Taurus. And the timeline here with the 4 of Pentacles is actually January 10th through the 19th. There could be something in specific that happens during that week in which it's going to affect your money, your finances, possibly investments. So keep a close watch on that date, that time frame. Looks like mid-January. During that time, be extra attentive to what's going on that's going to affect money and finances. Now next, the spring equinox. So what's coming up or sprouting or emerging in the spring? And you receive the 5 of Cups. Well, definitely the 5 of Cups could be how you're feeling by the time spring hits. This is maybe disappointment or even regret for maybe had you known what was coming up, you wouldn't have spent so much. So 5 of Cups is kind of like an emotional adjustment time period for you in the spring, Taurus. as your winter cards here were indicating your finances. We're going to be like very much up for grabs until the end of April. So here you are in the springtime, unhappy about those 3 cups. Maybe the money that was spent or lost. Definitely is a kind of energy of lessons learned here. But with this energy, you're going to be feeling this like in the spring. But here's the silver lining. You've got 2 upright cups behind it, Taurus. That's opportunities, options. Things that if you turn around, you're going to see will be ahead in the future. And there's also different symbols on this card that have meaning. There's an arch, actually a couple of them in the background. That's new possibilities. The 2 cups are the 2 opportunities. The bridge in the background is being able to travel, to move, to go over to something new. And then here, this is like a castle or a home. Has something to do with your home, maybe a new home, or being able to spruce up your existing home. But there could be some obstacles set in your way. You once again have this number 5 energy, so it's very much a challenge. And the timeline associated with the 5 of Cups is October 25th through November 1st. So we're talking about maybe not until the fall that you're going to be able to take advantage of what this card is showing you behind you and then also in the background. So let's pull a clarifying card for the 5 of Cups, see what information we get. The 2 of Swords. Well, the meaning behind the 2 of Swords is kind of putting off making a decision. And that certainly might be a wise thing in the springtime until you can get your finances back on track. So you're going to be feeling the energy here of the 2 of Swords where you can't make any decisions because you don't have all the information that you want. It's a very uncertain type of energy. And there's something just kind of like, look at this, almost blocking the moon here, right here. This card is actually ruled by the moon. So there are things that are going on around you, or I'm even thinking even bigger. Things going on in the world, Taurus, that is making things in regards to money, our currency, like the stock market will be very shaky. Lots of changes in regards to the money and how we use it. So timeline here with the 2 of Swords is actually September 23rd through October 2nd. So again, it's maybe making decisions and waiting here till the fall for that timeline, late September, early October. Next, summer solstice. So what's going on in the summer months, Taurus? Maybe there's an indication here of getting some recognition or some rewards coming in. And you have the 8 of Swords. Well, certainly the 8 of Swords is feeling trapped, restricted, maybe by the circumstances. You're kind of going from like the Pentacles to Cups and now to Swords energy, your mental energies, kind of feeling like you don't have many options available to you. And it could just mainly be that you're not thinking clearly at this time, just due to how you're feeling. Now, this is Gemini's card in energy. So on one hand, you might be feeling one way. On the other hand, you're doubtful. But keep in mind, this card's ruled by Jupiter. So that's an energy that's bringing in good luck, the knowledge that you're wanting, good health, good fortune. It is this number 8 energy, which is abundance. So things could be turning around for you in summer. You just need to take the blindfold off where you can see things clearly, Taurus. Now, the timeline associated with the 8 of Swords is actually just after we get out of your Taurus season. So this is May 21st through the 31st. So those last 10 days in May, you could be feeling this way, thinking you have no options to move forward, and you're kind of going like into the month of June, which is primarily summer starting, kicking off, and you're still thinking this way. So let's pull a clarifying card, as this is really kind of a more self-imposed energy just based on the past 2 seasons. Okay. The Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is some news coming in, some exciting news. And I think by this point in time, any kind of news that's remotely good news is going to be exciting. Here we go again. Stay put. Now, the timeline here with the Page of Wands is June 21st through September 22nd. So this news could come in anytime during the summer months and possibly like early fall. There's growth on the wand. He's looking towards the future. This is something new showing up, and that's precisely right before what your Two of Swords was indicating, that you're not going to be making any decisions until September 23rd through October 2nd. So, wow. We'll talk about the cards all just kind of lining up with their messages, their guidance. And last, being the fall equinox, what's worked well, what might flourish, what lessons were learned. Ooh, you have the 9 of Cups. Well, this is certainly a wish fulfillment card. And with the timeline of the 9 of Cups is actually March 1st through the 10th. So this could actually be an indication that what you've been wishing for since spring is now indeed actually happening in the fall. Kind of a long time to wait, Taurus. But again, with that planetary alignment, there's so much going on in your sign specifically that's affecting even the world. It's almost like timing was of the utmost importance. So an indication here that you might have been wishing for something way back in March. And now the news that you're getting here in the summer, the Page of Wands, where something's not going to be happening till maybe September 23rd, that's the time frame where you're going to be able to make some decisions because it's tied into your Two of Swords. And then also with the Page of Wands here, you're going to be able to make some decisions. Most likely having a wish fulfilled at this time. This 9 energy is one of review, and they should have called the new year the year of review, as so many things are going to be under scrutiny and looked at and reviewed and researched, kind of put through the ringer, you might say. So let's pull a clarifying card for your 9 of Cups showing up in the fall. Something that you might have been hoping for since March. What might that be? The 10 of Swords. Well, you're certainly not hoping what's pictured on the card here, but the message still holds true. The end of everything that's been taking place. I hear you, Taurus. Timeline here is actually June 11th through the 20th. So it could be something that's happening. And I keep picking up that it's going to be like a worldwide thing. There's going to be like a ripple effect, something happening during that time frame where something has gotten to the very worst it could possibly be. That's the meaning behind the 10 of Swords, the very worst of it. And now it comes out and it's over. So it could be during summer, June 11th through the 20th. There could be something happening that puts the end to something. And the fact that we have such a dramatic energy here, it's making sure it's never going to come back again. I feel it's something worldwide. It's just making everything so uncertain. So that definitely can have something to do with your wish, where you started out here in the springtime where you just couldn't make a definitive decision on anything just due to the state of the affairs and the world, the stock market, our money, what we use for money. Things are changing. So it's a very, very, what I'm going to say, turbulent time, a time of transition, transformation, and things are definitely ending. Just look at this Ten of Swords energy. Now, of course, let me move this, our center card here. What will be the best season in the year ahead for Taurus? And keep in mind, this reading starting the winter solstice, December 21st, 2021. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands, which represents winter, specifically like early December. But it's an indication that your best season is going to be the winter season, and that encompasses the holidays. So enjoy the holidays, Taurus, as there's going to be lots of changes and transitions and making things very uncertain as we're going into the first half of 2022. So definitely the Nine of Wands is very fitting. Just kind of being on the defensive, waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's based on all your other experiences from the past, and certainly from the few months that you're going to be going into. This is going to be everything you're experiencing. So kind of a feeling like you know what you expect, or you think you know what to expect as you're going into 2022, but it's not going to be anything like it. But I always warn about the Nine of Wands when it turns up about expecting the worst. It's a law of attraction. So if you expect the worst, that's exactly what's going to show up for you, Taurus. Now, certainly, the Nine of Wands represents winter, enjoying your holidays. That's going to be the best season for you. So let's pull one last clarifying card for this Nine of Wands, your best season. See if there's anything else we might find out. Wow. Major Arcana card, Judgment. Now, as I always mention, Major Arcana cards are life events. And the timing that's affiliated with the Judgment card is that permanent changes coming in. Could come in quick or slow. So an indication, all this transition happening, what I'm picking up is right as we go into 2022. So I think even though this card is an indication of transition, this is going to be your best season. It's because you're going to really thoroughly enjoy the holidays. And then there could possibly be another lockdown, things taken to the extreme. I keep getting the vision of like a pot boiling over. And I think that's what we're coming up to for 2022. Something has to give. Something has to get back in balance. So definitely a time of transition. So again, Taurus, I would say thoroughly enjoy the holidays. There's going to be maybe 6 months of a slightly bumpy ride for 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. For private tarot card reading, the links are listed below. And in January, I will be adding the 4 Seasons Tarot Spread reading to the readings that are available on my website. Love and abundance. And for you getting your wish, Taurus. To my Taurus family.